Hello everyone and welcome. We're going to do a nice little warm-up flow today. So just get started, a standing position, feet are about hip width apart. We're going to start by just coming into mountain pose, so a gentle bend in the knees, palms face forward, shoulders roll back. And just being conscious of the crown of the head, so it's reaching up towards the ceiling. If it's in your practice, just starting to draw those eyes closed or gentle gaze down to the floor. And let's just start to ground ourselves and turn our attention inward, bringing ourselves into the present moment. Giving ourselves the gift of this practice, of our present mind. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Take a moment to really pay attention to your body and how you're holding this pose. So if you feel your body swaying in one direction or the other, just noticing that. And just bringing that awareness to our body, to how we're feeling. Notice any feelings, any sensations in the body. Noticing our breath as it comes in and makes its way through our body, oxygenating all the tissues. Now we'll take a nice deep inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center to prayer position. Here we'll set an intention for our practice today. And just knowing whatever intention comes to mind is perfect. Sometimes I like to set an intention to be fully present in this practice. Sometimes just an intention of letting go, releasing, unraveling, letting go of stress, clearing the mind, bringing in peace, letting go of tension. So right now we're going to do some nice breath with movement, and on our every inhale we're going to invite in all the good, and on every exhale we're going to release all that does not serve us. Next inhale, we circle the arms, inviting all that goodness in, and on the exhale, inviting in that release, bringing those hands back to heart center. Inhale, bringing those hands up nice and slow, so circling the hands up. Bring them up over top, face the palms forward. On the exhale, face the palms to the floor, and just bringing that release in. So just bringing those palms towards the floor with the exhale. Inhale, flip the palms to the ceiling. Slowly rise those hands towards the sky. When you're ready to exhale, you flip the palms towards the floor and slowly exhale. So just repeating that. So inhale, palms up, inviting in all the goodness, maybe drawing it up from the earth into our being. And then on the exhale, we flip the palms and just let go of anything, just sending it back to the earth. Inhale, palms slowly come up. And on the exhale, we flip those palms. Release. Inhale, circling. We'll reach tall with the fingertips, come up on the balls of the feet. And on the exhale, we'll fold forward, releasing those heels back down and bringing our bodies forward into a forward fold. Inhale to rise halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, circling, root to rise, bringing those hands overhead. Exhale, palms to the heart. So you should be on the top of your mat right now. Just standing at the top of your mat. We'll inhale to circle. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Coming through another half sun salutation. On the inhale, we circle to rise. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, circle, reach and rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, releasing the palms to the mat. We'll step those feet all the way back. We're going to drop the knees, so we'll come into plank for just a moment. Drop those knees and make our way into tabletop. So sliding those hands back. Hands, wrists, elbows, and shoulders stacked. Knees and the hips are stacked. And we'll move through some cat-cows here. Inhale, opening the heart, gaze up, point those hips up. Exhale, gazing down, arch that upper back. Inhale, opening up. And just notice the curves in the spine as we exhale, coming in to push the upper back away. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, open up. And exhale, come back to neutral. So now what we're going to do is just start to move the spine in the other direction. So we're going to actually tilt the hips towards so on the left side, left ear towards that left hip. Exhale, back to neutral tabletop. Take a nice inhale here. And then exhale over to the right side, so the right hip moves towards that right ear. Take a breath here. Exhale, back to neutral. And then to the opposite side. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale, back to neutral. So just moving the spine in those positions. And now we'll step the hands forward a bit and just start to wild cat. So we'll just make circles with the body. So getting some different movements out of the spine, warming up all the joints. And make sure you've got that breath synced with movement. You can switch directions now. Sometimes one direction feels natural and the other feels kind of uncomfortable. And that's one thing about yoga is we get on our mat and sometimes we get out of our comfort zone, but we're in a safe space. So we create new pathways in our brain to accept new challenges in our life. So coming back to neutral tabletop. We're going to now, on a nice deep inhale here, turn those toes, lift the hips and come into downward facing dog. And here we'll just walk out our dog, bending one knee at a time. Just making sure the palms are glued to the mat, fingers are curled, those feet are pressing into the mat, hips are reaching towards the sky. Let's inhale, come up on the balls of the feet. And on the exhale, let's come into plank. Inhale, come back up to downward facing dog. Coming up on the balls of the feet, and we'll exhale into plank. Coming back into down dog, so you can see that wave in the spine here. And then we're coming back into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale brings us to plank. And exhale to down dog. Just staying here for a moment, walking out, bending one knee at a time. Nice and slow, move with breath. Waking up, warming up the body. Next inhale, reach those hips tall. Exhale, slowly walk your way to the top of your mat to a forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling as we rise. Let's Let's just roll up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Making your way all the way up, hands connect. And then exhale, bring those hands to prayer. Inhale, circling the arms up overhead. Let's grab with the right hand, we'll grab that left wrist and pull it over to our right side, getting a nice side body stretch here. Inhale, back up to center, release those hands. Then we'll grab that right wrist. And on the next exhale, we'll fold, bend over to our left side. So pulling that right wrist with the left hand, nice deep stretch in the side body. Try to release those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach nice and tall. Let's come up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's circle those arms. Inhale, come into chair pose. So just drawing those knees together. Make sure the knees are behind the feet and we take a seat. Baby fingers roll in towards each other. Inhale, circle those arms up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands connected in front. Inhale, we're going to open up the right side so that right hand comes all the way back. And we rotate, gazing back, gazing to that right hand. Exhale, right hand comes back to meet the left. Inhale, watching the left hand as it makes its way all the way back behind us. And exhale, bringing the left hand up to meet the right. Inhale, stretch and reach tall, straighten those legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step those feet back, coming into plank position. If you'd like, you can go straight to down dog or move through vinyasa here. So dropping the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, rise to cobra, up dog. And then exhale, downward dog. And this time in down dog, maybe we rock from side to side. So rock those hips out. Just making sure not to stress, not to tense the shoulders, not to clench the jaw. Nice deep inhale, reach the hips tall. Exhale, bend those knees, gaze forward, step, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling as we rise. Exhale, hands come to prayer at the heart. And on our next inhale, we're gonna step the left foot back, coming into crescent pose. So that left foot, we're gonna make enough width between the right leg and the left leg. So we're not on a tightrope. That right knee is bent. That left leg is back. We have the heel up. And on an inhale, we bring the arms up into full crescent pose. Arch the body, the upper body if you can. Take a nice deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to lower our arms down to the floor if you can, or to a block. Drop that left hand on the floor or a block. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Gazing up if you can. Let's open those shoulders. So opening up those shoulders, the palm faces the right side. And if you can, nice and steady, we'll rise up. And so that right hand is still behind, left hand's forward, knees bent, gazing back. Nice deep inhale here. On the exhale, follow that right hand as it comes up to meet the left. Inhale, hands connected, bring them overhead. Separate those hands back to crescent. And then exhale, we'll windmill those hands down. Send the right foot back, coming to plank. Either meet in downward dog or go through chaturanga. Vinyasa, dropping the knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And so just taking a moment here. Coming into your version of down dog, which could be down dog or it could be tabletop or child's pose. Remembering to always honor the body. Nice deep breaths here. Inhale, reach the hips tall. On that exhale, bend those knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, we rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circling as we rise. And exhale, hands come to prayer. Inhale, we're going to come back into chair pose here. Nice deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to get those palms to connect and twist, coming into a prayer position, revolving that prayer, gazing up over that left shoulder, pressing those palms together. Right elbow is planted into that left thigh. Then inhale, we come back to chair. And exhale, we revolve to the other side. Nice deep breaths here. Pressing your weight into the soles of your feet. Inhale, coming back to center. We'll reach tall, come to the balls of the feet. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, circling as we rise. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart. This time we're going to inhale and step that right foot back to come into our crescent pose. Remember, take as wide of a stance as you need. So you want to really create a base for yourself. Wider helps to give you more stability. On an inhale, we'll bring the arms up to crescent pose. Remembering the strength we are building in mind and body here. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, we're going to bring that right hand down to a block or the floor. Inhale, that left hand reaches up, gazing up to the left hand if you can, or to the floor. See if you can open up that left shoulder. Take some nice breaths here. Make sure we're pressing into the sole of the left foot, into the balls of the right foot. And when you're ready, slowly, if it's in your practice, bringing yourself up, using that balance, bringing yourself all the way up here, gazing back to that left hand. So that right palm faces the left side of the room, the left palm faces that same side. Nice deep inhale here, stretch fingertips away from each other. Exhale, watching that left hand as it comes all the way back. Inhale, bring those arms back up to crescent. And exhale, we'll windmill the hands all the way down. Step that left foot back. Let's lower all the way down this time. Taking a moment here. We can drop our heads down onto our hands for just a moment. Take some nice deep breaths here. Just allow your body to sort of absorb the energy from the earth beneath us. And bringing those hands to about breast height here, just pressing into the mat. Draw the elbows in towards the body. We're going to press the tops of the feet in and rise up to a baby cobra. Gazing forward and just drawing those shoulders back so you feel the strength in the back body here. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, release. And this time we're going to inhale, come all the way up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, turn those toes, coming into downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, come up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, release those heels towards the floor. Inhale, rising up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, dropping heels toward the floor. Inhale, we're going to reach the right leg up and back, coming into our three-legged dog. And if it's in your practice, opening up, so bringing that right heel out towards the outer edge of the left hip. Taking some breaths here, feeling that opening up of that right hip. Next exhale, we'll bring that right foot, the right knee up in between those hands. Coming into our pigeon pose. Draw those shoulders back. If it's in your practice, you can take a nice deep inhale here and exhale to lower your upper body down. Just listening, finding that spot that feels right to you. Feel free to adjust the position of either leg. If you can't do the full, if you're not feeling today like the full pigeon, you can bring the right hip down and draw that left knee up or bend it. Coming into this position. So there are options, just finding what works for you today. And what works for us today may be different than what works for us tomorrow, and just accepting that. And if you're here and you want to fold forward to whichever depth feels right, feel free to do so. And then we're going to rise back up here, so just pressing into that left foot. We'll reach all the way back up with the right foot, so bringing back into a three-legged dog. Then we're going to exhale again, bringing that right foot in between the hands. This time we're going to drop the left knee. And then we're going to walk our hands back, straightening that front leg, that right leg. Opening up here, gazing forward, and then walk those hands forward. And we'll rise up, coming into a nice lunge here. And then just stepping that right foot back all the way, coming to plank. And then moving into our downward facing dog. Coming up on the balls of the feet again on the inhale. Exhale brings the heels towards the floor. We'll do this 3 times. Nice deep inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, heels down. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Inhale, heels to the mat. Next, inhale, left foot reaches up and back. Opening up, if you can, that left hip, reaching the left heel towards the outside of the right hip. Nice deep breaths here. Just honoring our body for wherever it needs to be right now. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, we'll bring that left leg up in between the hands and find our way into our very own version of pigeon. So listening to the body. Finding what works for you and just settling in there. We're going to take some breaths here. And just taking a moment here to really connect. So really connect mind to body, noticing any feelings. Honoring the body by checking in. Maybe you're feeling a little too much of a pull and you want to shift slightly out of that posture. You can tilt the hip a little bit if you need to. And just coming into this very deep connection between the mind and the body. Honoring each other. The mind says, I see you, I notice you, and I'll assist you. The body says, thank you. And we build that relationship of trust, of honor. And we begin to honor the inner child within us. Letting ourselves know it's okay. It's okay to make changes, to adjust, so that we feel safe. And once we feel safe, we're able to release and let go of things that are maybe holding us back. On an inhale, let's rise back up, pressing into that right foot. We'll inhale to bring that left leg all the way back up. And then on an exhale, draw the left foot up between the hands, coming into a lunge here. We'll drop that right knee and walk the hands back. Nice stretch here, open those shoulders up. And then exhale, walk those hands forward, bending that left knee. We'll lift that right leg, that right knee off the ground and come into a nice lunge here. Nice deep breath here. And then stepping that left foot back, coming back to our plank position. Now let's drop those knees. We're gonna walk them forward. Have a seat here. And we're gonna make our way down to our backs. So reaching forward. And exhale, slowly releasing down to our backs. And hopefully we're feeling nice and warmed up here and mobile. So we're feeling some mobility in our joints and our body. We'll start to just rock from side to side here. Let's drop the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the arms, the palms face up here. So bringing them out to a wide T. And we'll just start to windshield wiper from side to side, but we're gonna let the legs drop all the way down to the floor. So knees drop down, we windshield wiper to the right, and we hold for a breath. Next inhale, we come back up to center, and then we switch sides on the exhale. So the left knee and the right knee drop towards the left side, but there's some space there between those legs. Inhale comes back to center. And this time when we drop the knees over to the right side, we're gonna gaze and look over to the left. Bringing the head back to center on the exhale, the knees to center, everything comes to center, gazing up. And then exhale over to the opposite side, so the head turns to the right, knees to the left. Next inhale, everything comes back to center, switching sides. There's just a nice gentle movement here. We're opening up, we're stretching connective tissue through the entire body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Bring everything into balance here. Inhale back to center. And now we're gonna walk those soles of the feet in, so they're pretty close to just beneath the sit bones here, pressing into the floor. Try to see if you can get the soles of the feet to press in evenly. So the soles of the feet, the toes, pressing in evenly. We can bring those hands, palms to the floor for support. Or you can have a fist and pressing the outer edge of the fist in and the arms. We're going to inhale to reach the hips up towards the sky. Coming into bridge pose, let's open the heart. So draw the shoulders behind us. If it's in your practice, you can interlace fingers. Open the heart, open the front body. Pressing the hips towards the sky. The pelvis is nice and open. Feeling strength through the back body. Let's breathe here. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, release and let it all go. Now let's inhale, draw those knees in again. Just rocking from side to side. We're going to draw everything in nice and tight. Hug ourselves in nice and tight, nose to knees. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, release and let it all go, coming into Shavasana. So feet are out towards the outer edges of the mat. Finding a comfortable position for the arms, palms up, palms down, whatever feels right to you, just finding your version of Shavasana, the most important part of our practice. take a moment here before we slip into our final relaxation, just to find some deep gratitude. Let's thank ourselves for showing up today. And just staying there in your position of relaxation. Just taking a moment to really bring in that energy of gratitude. Think of all the other things we could have been doing, but we actually were able to carve out time for ourselves today. And so for that, we deserve to bring in that energy of gratitude. Thank ourselves for showing up. Showing ourselves some love today. Getting our bodies warmed up, building some strength, finding movement, opening up tissue. And know that wherever you were in this practice, whatever you could do and maybe weren't able to do is perfectly fine. Just accepting exactly where you're at is where you need to be right now. Finding that love. Let's bring our attention to our heart center as we begin to really settle in here to our relaxation. Just bringing our awareness to the area around our hearts. The eyes closed, nice and relaxed. See if we can just allow that heart center to soften and begin to relax. So we're going to invite a relaxation throughout our body that begins at our heart center. And just allowing whatever comes up, whatever needs to be, just allowing it to be. We settle down our breath now, just allow our breath to be in its natural state. So now with that visual of the heart center, we invite in that relaxation to start at the heart center and then begin to slowly widen, open up and spread throughout the entire body like a wave. So if you can imagine, if you dropped a pebble into a very still lake or a still body of water, we would see those ripples. We want to start to visualize the energy of relaxation moving out from the heart center like ripples through the entire body. Those ripples will move all the way to our fingers and our toes, tops of our heads. It's not just one ripple, it's a continual ripple, so coming from the heart. Just allowing the heart, giving the rest of the body permission that it's okay and it's safe to release, to relax here, to let go. And then eventually just trusting in your innate wisdom to know you don't need that visualization anymore, and you can just sort of drift off into this space of relaxation. And once you're there, just releasing and allowing yourself, your body to just really sink in and let go. Feeling a heaviness throughout your body. With every ripple, we let go a little more until we're completely relaxed. Our body feels heavy, but at the same time weightless. Just releasing and allowing relaxation to settle in to every single cell in our bodies. And using that innate wisdom to know how long you should stay here. I'm going to leave you here so that you can trust that inner guide to tell you how long you should stay. And thank you for practicing with me today. The light within me deeply honors the light and good within you. Namaste.